Fucking hell, that's loud, mate.
They look good, though. They sure do look good.
Our culture does a great job on these.
They look great.
So this dropped today. Very limited information on this. So we're going to talk more as a thought piece than anything else. But there's a Poltergeist TV series based on 80s supernatural classic in development from Amazon and MGM, which Amazon owns MGM. So it's important to note, right, what they say. Variety broke the news, but don't have very much to add beyond the fact that the show will be set within the world of the film. No writer, no director is attached. But Daryl Frank and Justin Falvey will executive produce on behalf of Amblin Television. So that's kind of good. And that is actually it. It's just, that's basically the news, right? I think there's a few things to take into account here. That it is so early in the development process. I would hazard a guess this may very well not get made. Because Amazon have a habit of announcing some things which actually have not materialized at all. So a lot of people will not remember this because it faded from existence. But Amazon announced they were going to be making an Event Horizon TV series. Because I remember reporting on it and I was very excited. And then I think they used COVID as a reason to bin it off. I don't know. But very similar kind of stuff. It was announced, people were very excited, and then it went nowhere. So I wouldn't get too excited about this just yet. But as a thought experiment, I mean, one, it may not happen. But two, I think this is... I'm going to be negative. I think it's a really shit idea. Mainly because it's a TV series of the Poltergeist. An entire TV series? What are you going to do? Is it going to be the Poltergeist through the generations? What is it?
Yeah.
It just, to me, like, you've got to think of in the realms of a series. What's going to... how is this going to be episodic? Is it just going to be one family and just bit by bit we'll see little bits happening? Sure, fine. But then you might as well just do a movie anyway.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to get to know them that much about it all. I just think it's a bit of a crap idea.
Yeah, the only way this works as a TV series, in my opinion, because I loved the first two movies. Not a big fan of the third one, but the first two were great. I actually just watched the original Poltergeist just over this past weekend. Is if they did each episode that dealt with a different family dealing with a poltergeist. So it was one story about a poltergeist with one family, and every episode was about a different family at a different house at a different location. And that's what it was. Just a singular story. Maybe there's an overarching tie-in that comes up at the very end that kind of ties all the families together somehow or something. But that's the only way in my mind that you could actually make this work as a series. Otherwise, just like you said, Nate, it's one family over an entire season. You're just getting little bits and pieces. Yeah, you might as well just reboot the franchise and just make a new Poltergeist movie. You know, make it an hour and 45-minute long movie and be done with it.
There's nothing. They're not adding anything here, are they? I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. Is like, what's the reason for it? What are they adding to the world, to the universe here? It doesn't sound like they're doing anything. There's nothing new that's being done. And then by that virtue, what's the point in it? What's the reason for existing? Just to make money? And when you can see so blatantly that that's the only reason that they're doing something, I immediately check out because there's no creativity behind it. Now, obviously, we don't know that much about it, but from a thought experiment, like I said at the start, that's what it sounds like. And it just sounds like a cash cow. And on that level, fuck off. Don't care. Culture.
Tried to unmute there, didn't work. I was not going to care about this going in, and I'm caring less about it now. And I don't know that you can do even a decent anthology series with something like this. I don't know that you can engage an audience, for multiple episodes, like a mini series, like 6 episodes. I don't know. I mean, if you're going to make it like a Disney show, I don't know. This seems like a half-baked idea, and that's kind of what we're getting now in entertainment across the board is half-baked ideas.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, how long are you going to have a different kind of haunting? Or are you going to have a different haunted experience for somebody, in each episode? I mean, I can't. I'm trying to craft a way of making this work, and I can't come up with it. I mean, are you gonna? Is it an anthology where many different families are haunted in different locations around the world? I mean, is there one big bad ghost somewhere, a Thanos ghost that is running it all? I mean, what do we got going on here? I'm just saying it's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. You know what? You know what'll fix it? Put a chick in it and make her gay and lame.
Yeah, I think you're right. Mikey, do we have you back yet? I don't know if we do. His dog was barking. No, we don't. Well, there you go, guys. Poltergeist. Who cares? Basically.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, that's my. I can't muster the fucks to give for this, quite frankly. Olaf Van S drops in with €6. Says we keep seeing classic stuff getting destroyed by people who can't write anything new and feed on nostalgia to push the message further up the audience's arse. I'm going to add some stuff to your comment there. I'm guessing that's probably what you said. But yeah, I think it goes hand in hand with the poltergeist thing. That's why I sort of wanted to bring it up straight away. I think it makes perfect sense. Like, that is what it is, isn't it? Really, just nonsense. They're so creatively bankrupt as well. I mean, this show, they'd have to release some great information for me to be like, yeah, I'm interested. Mikey, you're back now. What do you think about this poltergeist?
Yeah, sorry about
TV
that.
theory?
No worries.
I mean, I heard Coulter. I did hear Coulter's comments. There are a lot of ways to do this thing right and do this thing in an interesting way, I think.
There is. But do you trust Hollywood to do it, good sir? That is the question.
Do you think they're going to put a chick in it and make her gay?
Oh my God, this joke just won't end.
Do you think you're going to get diverse lesbians, in a haunted situation?
I actually had an idea of like how like they could I mean, there's the TV and it's a portal and there's different. Each episode could be something different and unique and amazing. But now you're making me feel it's going to be
multiverse of poltergeist.
Have you ever seen a non-white ghost?
Just as an FYI, just real quick, 90 Lancaster said Mr. H is okay with the Godzilla TV show, though, isn't he? So, yes, because the premise of Godzilla lends itself very well to a TV show. The premise of Poltergeist doesn't. You tell me the premise of literally following up the movie universe. What about that premise lends itself very well to a TV series that you trust Hollywood doing? With Godzilla, there's a bounty of things that you can do because they've established an entire world, an entire universe. So there's lots of directions you can go
other
in.
creatures too.
Exactly. Whereas Poltergeist, yay. I mean, what else do you do in that? It's a house.
You could have a Mexican poltergeist and a white poltergeist and
they'd be very lazy, you know that, right? There wouldn't be much haunting going on with a Mexican poltergeist.
No, there'd be a whole lot of tortilla making. I'll tell you that much, boy.
There would be.
Yes, sir.
That is a haunting. I would be ready to go, especially if they make fajitas.
Yeah,
I'd be game with the fajitas. That'd be good.
Tortillas and Modelos.
Anyway, closing thoughts on that. What do we think? Yay or nay?
I was a yay. Now I'm thinking about it. I guess I'm a nay now.
No, stand by your conviction, man. If you're a yay, you're a yay. It's fine.
I mean, no, you asked me a question I hadn't thought about. Do I trust Hollywood to pull it off? Probably not, I guess. No, I really don't. I mean, that's the point of the show. Is like you got to make people think, and you just made me think. You're right. I know you're right.
I could be a yay if they did it how I was talking about earlier. Where each episode is its own story, following a family. If
agreed, that would be That'd be the better way to do it.
Yeah. If it's
That'd be the better way
the
to
other
do
way,
it.
just one family through the whole thing, and we just get little like, like a 30-second poltergeist,
Yeah.
scary moment, and the rest is just them talking and figuring out
Just a
they're on
sitcom,
a
basically.
their house is on a graveyard or something. It's just like boring. Like
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, agreed with that. Agreed with that.